Welcome back. You're still watching Weekend Live on SABC2. In this Sunday morning's Weekend Live homage to spaces and architecture, we visit a hidden Joburg gem. Producer Noktilam was taken on a tour of the bus factory in downtown Johannesburg, Newtown Precinct by Drew Lindsay, owner of the Spaza Gallery.
It's a very simple building, but it sort of represents Joburg early beginnings associated with transport, with fixing old buses, and you can see it's got no frills, or it's just a simple industrial type building, which I think there's many of in Joburg, and this is probably one of the nicer ones. Especially from the outside it doesn't look like much, but from inside it's the most beautiful space. So you can see it's got lots of soul inside. And that's what makes the building the height and the light, I think. And then it creates interesting shadows and changing with, at least there's that connection with the outside world. It's not just one of these more modern buildings that are air-conditioned and little boxes and you don't really know what's going on outside. There are different aspects in the building. The one, this picture here in front of me is by a young Durban artist called Nikki Naidu, and it deals about migration. So it's all about, mostly the artworks is about a celebration or a kind of a reference to the city. And further down, we'll look there, we've got a bus. It's not quite the real size bus, but it's about half a size bus. So that's just a reference to what the bus factory used to be and what they used to do here. I'm sure it must be good for the people working here, because it's not that, space, an experience of big spaces like that can only put you in a good mood. It's not claustrophobic. It's light, airy. Well, I think that the wood is used quite vertically, so that kind of visually gives a feeling of an exaggerated height. So it's really like lifting the ceiling in a way. But maybe there's also like a reference to some sort of forest, so again it also gives that a feeling of being back to nature and a different, almost a contrasting material to the metal and brick. I think the whole thing is really a lesson in how you can't really judge a book by its cover. Some of the ugly old things that we find, or very bland looking, are indeed very interesting on the inside.
That was Drew Lindsay, owner of the Spaza Gallery in Johannesburg, taking Weekend Live's Noktulam Dladlose on a tour of the bus factory in our weekly look at architecture and design.